meet the boss?
Yes. I've been waiting for this moment for some time now.
The second half of this season kicks off right where the first half ended, with Beck's guys about to catch up to Duffy and Villanueva. She finally answers the phone to get the word that armed men are in the building and shots ring out. Reacher gets there in time to hear the gunfire and save the day, but Duffy drops her badge in the fight. That's silly, right? Reacher isn't a show that always aims for pure realism, but Duffy doesn't seem like an agent who would drop her badge and not notice it for hours until Reacher tells her he picked it up. Anyway, they escape and toss the laptop out the window just in time for Reacher and Beck's guard to find it. It would have looked strange not to, and for Reacher to be the last man standing yet again. He's always a step ahead. One of the key moments in this episode comes when Duffy makes a speech to Villanueva about beating the odds and how good things can still happen, which she gives to be hopeful about Teresa's fate. While the show keeps suggesting otherwise, it feels to me like this means Teresa is still alive. You don't give Duffy that speech and then have her fail in her goal. That would be crueler than the writing on Reacher usually is. If Teresa isn't alive, they would have to devise a new kind of redemption for Duffy. She's thrown everything into this rescuing mission. After a long sequence in which Reacher and Beck's rude soldier throw bodies off a cliff, foreshadowing, there's a funny scene between Reacher and a few Beck fighters in the kitchen. Reacher is startled to learn that his coffee comes from a feline's arsehole, but the character beat is that he again supports the staff against the macho jerks in the room. The cream came from your mother, probably because she's a big fat cow, is a good Reacher line. Poor Stephen Elliott. The third wheel in the DEA dynamic gets burnt and stomped by the bodyguard that they've been holding captive since the premiere. At the same time, the heat is rising on Reacher back at the Beck property. Duffy knocks out the power as a distraction, and there's a father-figure showdown when Beck demands that Richard stay by his side. But Reacher replies that he should stay in his room. The kid listens to Reacher. I would too, even if I didn't think my dad let my ear get cut off. McCabe Quinn calls down to the base and orders a search of the entire staff, which leads to tragedy. After a tense scene in which it looks like Reacher's secret might be blown, it's revealed that one of the maids was an ATF agent. The gigantic Paulie punched her in the face, killing her quickly. His oops is truly gross. Reacher claims to be pissed that they didn't get any information, but he's really just morally outraged by this monster. Reacher hits Paulie in the gut, and he doesn't move. He strikes back with a fist to the face that knocks Reacher to the floor, leaving him in pain in a way that we don't usually see on our hero's face. It's a blow that would kill most people. The fight between these two is going to be like Red Hulk versus Green Hulk. The earth will shake. The show ends with another cliffhanger when Beck tells Reacher that they've been called to meet McCabe Quinn at Bizarre Bazaar. What if they just walk in and get killed? What if Quinn sees Reacher? Duffy reminds us that Quinn had amnesia from the last time he met Reacher, which might save the day. The key detail here is defining the different missions for Reacher and Duffy. He's looking for revenge. She's looking to rescue Teresa. What will happen when those goals collide? The show ends with a line that hits home from our beloved hero. I've been waiting for this moment for some time now. We all have.